Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to episode 3 of OKMC. And let's just not waste any time and hop right into our first project. So, let's hit build mode and hop straight into this actual interior storage system for our base. Ready? Let's go. And here we go. We've got our... I know it doesn't look fully completed, but... I mean, it's obviously not. But I have plans for these wall segments that I don't really have a good idea, or I don't have a good basis to start working on them just yet, but we have our actual build done, and I want to put a crafting table right here. So we have a very nice looking main room, and I do still need to figure out places for like an enchanting room and all that kind of thing. However, I think this looks wonderful so far, and I want to get to work on these inner pieces. And I know it sounds like a lot for such a small area, but trust me, there's a lot to be done in these little areas, because I think there can be some very cool displays, let's put it like that. But, you know, we have our main chest storage room for now in the starter base, and I think it looks very good, especially for a starter base. So let's get on to the next project. We've moved fully into our new storage system. I moved my bed here. I made this my shulker box storage system since I don't have very many for now. But over here I've got my chest, everything's organized. That's not where dirt goes, but I've got everything organized well enough. Well, that's my first death on the server, I think. That's my first ever death on the server. And I had 46 levels. Oh no. Where'd my hat go? Alright, so here we are. I want to do a little bit more of this interior. Not the whole thing, obviously, but I want to finish up this floor since, you know, we haven't done that yet. And there we go. Let's put it here as well. And here we are. We've got an actual interior. Well, the start of an actual interior at the very least. It doesn't look unfinished now. Well, it doesn't look very unfinished, but for the most part, I'm happy with the interior already, but we haven't even done the upstairs. So, let's get to work down here. There we go. This room is so close to being complete. I just need to figure out something to do with this roof, but the only problem is it's like one layer of dirt thick, so we'd have to figure something out here. But other than that, I'm very happy with this room. I think it looks really good. And this furnace situation needs to be sorted out. I also want to replace these stone bricks with calcite, which I'll start to do now. But I'm very happy with this base, and we're almost done with the starter base, and that's really exciting to me, because then we can start moving on to some more important parts of the series, such as the actual mega base. I'm very excited to work on that. I have a couple plans, and I'm just really glad that I've gotten to this point already, because I think it's so cool to have this whole build done. I'm just really happy with the way that these two little like mini caves look inside. I'm so happy with these. So I wanted to work on a super smelter, and I guess this roof needs to be dealt with. So, let's get on to that. Alright, so I'm here behind the house with tons of dirt, and I want to see if I can shape out the land to make it not look awkward if I were to just make a roof normally. Alright, so I'm in the base, in the storage room, and I've cleared out the roof. And I'm thinking I just want to mirror this up on the ceiling to see if that works, because I think that could work. So, let's start with that. So I'm going to need a lot of spruce wood and a bunch of deep slate bricks. So, let's take a look at how that looks. I think it actually works stunningly well. I'm very happy with how this looks. I think that we might be done with the storage room. I mean, obviously, we want to deal with, like, I guess some tool stations around. But for the actual build, I think we might be done. I'm very happy with how it looks. And I hope you all agree. I think it looks great. I'm loving these, like, windows into fancy caves. I love these so much. But we have done 0 farming, so I think it's time we do our first farm. But naturally, instead of building a farm, we did interior decorating. Ooh, look at this! I'm back and I've built it. I've just realized a critical flaw that I could fix so easily. Bong. And padoink. There we go. But I've done some interior decorating. Tons of greenery all over the place. And I also died to another creeper. That's the second time I've died on the server and the second time I've died today. It's not going too well, but the interior decorating absolutely is. We've got all sorts of plants, all sorts of glowberries, and it really lights up and makes the place look so much nicer. So, now we'll build a farm. I promise. I don't have any more builds to do, so farm time! Well, hello there. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, so I've prepared a shulker box of almost all the dyes. All we need is brown dye, which requires cocoa beans. So we're gonna go on a quick adventure to the jungle. Ooh, I found the rare, almost stripped birch tree. Interesting. We need cocoa beans, and there we go. Our color quest is complete. We have all the dyes we want. Finally, it's farm build time. You didn't expect me to build only the farm, did you? So for this time lapse, I'm gonna do a bit of a voiceover because there's a lot of things I need to talk about, and it's just the longest time lapse. So first of all, this episode was very scattered, and that is not an accident. It was very. It's been a busy week basically, and I've been recording very scattered. I didn't record an intro nor an outro, which is very embarrassing. But I did get this farm done, and it is a sheep farm, if you hadn't figured it out yet from all the colors. I think it came out very good, so I'll let you enjoy the rest of the time lapse. Bye! Alright, here we go. We are done with the build. But I haven't done a floor yet because I want to do my sheep farm underground because it's easier to do that. So I think this is beautiful. I think it works beautifully. Obviously, there's some little holes here and there, but we're gonna shove this full of farms. Maybe an underground potato farm. Maybe, obviously a sheep farm. That's the whole point. But I have a lot of plans, and I have tons of quartz I gathered up to make observers for our sheep farm. So let's get to work on that. Ready? Let's go. And there we go. We've gotten the whole sheep farm in place. All we need to do is insert the sheep. I have 5 of them in so far, and this one just grew up. So we have to give him our set of 3 shears. So we, just do that. And then we put these 3 in there. And now we have a bunch of sheep set up. And, we're already getting a bit of wool. Look at that. So this is very exciting for our sheep farm to work. So I'm gonna need to get the rest of the sheep, and I need to get an interior design for this. But so far, I'm very happy with the way that this looks and the way it works. So very happy with the progress we've made this episode. And let's just get all the sheep and end there. With every sheep colored, well, colored as in the interesting colors, I do have a bunch of colors left, 5 left, but these aren't really the interesting ones. We have all of the colorful ones. Obviously these lower ones are babies, but if we go up the stairs, well, ladder, every sheep up here is done. We've got all the blues and all of the reds and all of the greens and yellow and orange. So we have a beautiful collection of wool, and we just saw some get harvested right there, and I think we can make a shop out of this. I think this could make a brilliant business opportunity since we have all this colorful wool, and honestly I don't know what to do with it, so we could sell it. I just always find wool useful because there's almost always a reason to keep around some colorful pieces. Here we are, all of our sheep in their pens, and I've started building these color strips to indicate which one is which, so you can tell which sheep is which, because they never have their coats, because as soon as they regrow them, they just go back to being shaven like this. They can't tell the colors, and I have these 2 that are not yet grown, so I'm basically just sitting here waiting for these 2 to grow. But other than that, we're pretty much done. This is pretty much it. Obviously I need to do some interior designing, but I did do a little bit of that while waiting for the sheep to be able to breed. So I figured out some like wood stuff. I made some pylons and stuff, but you know, we're gonna need to come back here later and redesign the interior a bit. But I think that that'll do it for this episode. Don't be surprised if there's still a bit more left, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's all I have time for today. And if you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. It's been a lot of fun to record, and it's been a lot of fun to make this build. I've been enjoying it. So, see you next time. Bye. Psst. Hey, yeah. If you made it this far, you probably enjoyed the video, so subscribe. It only takes a second, and it helps me out a lot. And you know, you get to see these whenever I decide to make them. So, enjoy, and have a nice rest of your day. Bye.